wanted to give you an introduction to one of the repertoire pieces we'll be preparing for the final exam. It's called Crossing Through Troubled Waters by Susy Garcia. And first of all, I'm just going to start out by playing through it so you can get it into your ears, and then we'll do a little discussion of how to use a blocking technique to make learning it quick and efficient. The piece, you can hear that it really has two halves, so it's a binary piece, AA, and the second half is the same chord progression, just slightly elaborated. So if we can have you get very comfortable with the chord progression that we play for both halves, learning it becomes fairly simple. I'm just going to grab the camera, give you a look at the score so you can see that there. All right, so here's the score. You can see we're in 6/8. We've got 16th notes throughout with these beautiful left hand crossings over there. So in order to start learning this piece, before you begin working on note by note, what I'd like you to do is learn the chord progression in the given key. So we've been working on our primary chords, 1, 4, and 5, and this is a great example to use these in a piece and also be introduced to one new chord. It's our 6th chord, which is major in E flat minor. So over here, I have written out the chords that we use. You can see we've got, the chord progression is basically 1, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, back to 5, 6, and 1. And if you can be very comfortable playing these chords in E flat minor, lots of black keys, learning the piece isn't so hard once you start to work on note by note. Okay, so I'm going to show this to you from above so you can see how my hand changes shape for this. Both hands play the exact same chord shapes, so that's very efficient. So here I am showing it to you with the left hand. Okay, so here's our chord progression. We've got the 1 chord, leave the bottom where it is, move to 4, 6, 4. Here we shift to our 5, 6. That's kind of the hard shift because you can see we don't have any common pitches and the shape of the hand is changing. So that's the spot to drill a lot of times till you get comfortable there. Going to a 6, 6 is very easy. From a 5, 6, you just move everything up half a step and then you're back again. And then as you go back to your 1 chord, we have the common tone in the thumb there, okay? All right, so now what I'm going to do is show you the first half of this piece blocked with both hands. And this is how I'd like you to practice this probably for a good 3 or 4 days before you start playing individual notes. And it really will make learning the piece much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna move this camera back here again. All right, so as you practice it, this is what I'd like you to do, is just play the harmonic progression. So there's our 1, 4, 6, 4, back to 1, back to 4, 6, 4. Here's our shift to the 5, 6. Our surprise move to the 6, 6, back to 5, 6, and resolve to 1. So when you practice this, you can do it in different keys and just play this chord progression. And you don't even need to look at the score because I find that the E flat minor can just be a little cumbersome looking at it because of all those flats. But it's really simpler than it seems. So I hope that this gives you a good start on working on this piece.